There is a respect you have that is not respect. It is because you are behind. There's a conversation you must pay attention to, because you can either be in that shoe or encounter those who are in that shoe. And David spake to the men that stood by him, saying, what shall be done to the man that kills this Philistine and taketh away this reproach from Israel? For who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy who? The armies of the living God. Yes. And the people answered him after this manner, saying, so it shall be done to the man that killeth him. Yes. And Eliab, his eldest brother, heard when he spake unto them. And Eliab's anger was kindled against David, and said, why comest thou hither? And with whom hast thou left those few sheep in the wilderness? I know thy pride and the naughtiness of thy heart, for thou art come down that thou mightest see the battle. And David said, what have I now done? Is there not a cause? And he turned from him towards another, and spake after the same manner. And the people answered him and saying, after the former manner. Yes. And when the words were heard which David spake, they rehearsed them before Saul. So hold on a minute. Let me tell you what happened. Eliab, Shammah, the remaining brothers, were in a rank and file. They have some leaders over them before it will get to the place of Saul. So they are in a system that they have been educated the way the rank and files work. But David, on the other hand, just a while back before this event, after God anointed him, the king began to show signs of mental illness. David did not enter the palace through the rank and file of men of war. He entered the palace on the basis of his gift. So, without going through the rank and files that people are queuing to enter, he has tasted what it means to walk in the corridors of power. It has affected the way he talks. There is a respect you have that is not respect. It is because you are behind. It is not really respect. It's not like you are respectful. You are just not exposed. You have not entered where power is. So when you talk, it looks like honor. It is not honor. It is smallness. David didn't have that. And because David didn't have that, when they look at him, what they could describe him as is proud. He said, you came to see the battle. He didn't come to see it. He came to end it. It will be with one sling, and the whole killings that should happen that day will no longer be necessary. There are people who will speak, and what they are saying, their lingua sounds like honor, but that's not your route. If you go in that thing they call honor, you will honor the problem too much, you can't solve it. There are rooms you must enter with the consciousness of one who has been conquering before. You can't step in and be saying, thank God somebody in my family at least has broken this. They don't need that information from you, because those rooms don't open on the basis of pity. Even when it is your first time, you must maintain the composure as one who has been here. If you have not been there before physically, be there in your mind. There are places that it is not your one-time entry that opens that door. You must be used to those rooms. Eliab was going to call him proud boy, arrogant, nonsense. But while he wasn't saying, hey, yeah, he said, what will be done for the one who kills this uncircumcised Philistine? How dare he? Saul could not say, call Eliab. He doesn't send him. Does he know him? Listen, you might find yourself in places where they don't know your mentors, but they know you. You are not there to do referral. You are there because God brought you there. When they ask you a question, please don't refer. It is not humility. I say, see, actually, there's somebody who actually taught me this. They are not asking you that in this room. They must have seen that person and something is not really right. Saul heard it. That's David now. That's my personal instrument. I say, go and call him now. The way Saul was speaking with David, Eliab was like, that's king. But David was familiar with that corridor. On the basis of his gifts, he was used to talking to the king already. There will be doors that you will have access to, but maybe those who have gone ahead of you don't have access to those doors. Please engage it with wisdom so it can open both to you and to them. If you want to stand there to do referral, it will shut against all of you. David wanted to be referring Eliab and said, actually, I'm not really, I have my elder brother. He has weighed him and saw that he's light. So he didn't say that I'm from the house of Jesse, any one of us can kill him. He said, I will go. Is that okay now? You see, anybody who doesn't know your heart can't judge you as proud. Some things will sound like pride and look like pride, but they are consciousness. Let me tell you something. Play the religious game. You will be left behind gallantly. Put your two hands on your head. Let the light break in my spirit.